every time, we advise, especially the patients, if you go and see the doctor, right, the doctor will say, make sure you eat balanced diet, right, eat balanced diet, and make sure you have all the nutrients, especially eat all colors of vegetables. Have it out, right? So that was what I did. I thought, just believing in, eating 3 meals and then make sure I have balanced diet, that's good enough. Okay, and then, I think that is because I was being brought up in old school thought, because I have been studying as a, state registered nurse, and we were told that all these supplementations is not necessary lah. And then plus, just focus on medicine will do. All this medicine got clinical evidence, got evidence based, and therefore we don't need additional things. Especially some of the vitamins and minerals, usually are not as good as those from the food. Agree me? You dare not say I know. Okay, and then after that, it breaks through. After a few sessions, because I realized that, having seen so many cases talk about supplement, especially, over here, we see so many transformations, right? They make me very curious. Then, after that, I realized, really, our body needs supplements. You want to know why? Yeah, I gave you 3 points, okay? Now, why do we need supplement even though last time I don't agree? First thing is because, have you heard of recommended dietary allowance, RDA? Do I speak alien? No, RDA is what the American associations actually advise people. This is, the amount of vitamin that we need. We need 75 mg vitamin every day. We need this amount of vitamin or minerals every single day. But let me tell you, this RDA is started more than 100 years ago. And yet today, we are still using the same scales, the same range. And that time, more than 100 years ago, is, this RDA is advice for people for survival. But today, we are not here for survival, right? We want an optimal health, correct or not? So RDA, based on the RDA, and yet you want an optimal health, may not be necessary, may not be sufficient if we just focus on 3 meals or the 3 meals or the food on your table. Okay, and then the second reason, I think you're going to kill me when you hear this, because I'm going to tell you why you need supplement, because you eat too much refined carbs. That means you eat too much sugar every single day. Right, majority of you, whether you like it or not, you can turn to your right, you can turn to the left, or you want to sit still, stay in front. I think better look at me, okay? Don't look at behind. Don't look people right or left, okay? And then, we eat a lot. Our diet, whether you like it or not, consists more than 50%, calorie come from sugar, come from refined carbs. And what happened is this refined carbs, it actually blocks the absorptions of all the nutrients that you are needed. Okay, so therefore, if without supplement, how do we have enough nutrient for us? Okay, now the third thing. Okay, that is all the food on the table, whether you have your lunch, just now, or breakfast, right? All the food on the table. Let me tell you, they are missing nutrients in that food that you had for your breakfast and you had for your lunch. Do you know what missing food means or not? Meaning that, for example, yesterday, I went to the mall opposite. I went to grab some salad, right? And then when I look at the salad, I was thinking, this salad, whether, the vegetables, whether it come from soil. What do you think? No, they are not from soil anymore. They are grown from dirt, crappy soil probably, all right? And then, hydroponic. They grow in hydroponic whereby, there's no soil at all, it's hydro, right, water. And then they add in few minerals in the water. And you consider that is nutrition. How can we have sufficient nutrition just based on this hydroponic plant? Okay, all right, so that is why, I feel that, all of us, we need supplementations, right? That really breakthrough of my own thinking. And let me share with you something. We all know that we need vitamin A. Hello?
Yes.
We need, right? Why do we need vitamin A? For our eyesight, so that you can see me clearly, right now. For our eyesight, for your immune system, for your reproductive system, for your lung, for your heart, every single part. But do you know how much, if let's say based on our food on the table, do you know how much do you know how much carrot is a good source of vitamin A? Yeah? Do you know how much carrot you need in a single day? My friend, you need 20 kg of carrot. I'm serious, okay? I'm serious. So how do you able to swallow 20 kg of carrot? Alright, so that is the key reason why, I realized that, hey, supplement is no joke, we need that. Okay, and then now, there's another reason why I don't like the idea of supplementation is because, supplement may not be safe. Like what I mentioned earlier, we all, I had from school, the old school, that we all study medicine, we all study drugs, but seldom we touch on supplement because we thought that, supplement is just, food on the table. But, and that is why, let me tell you a fact. Have you ever seen somebody say, especially the doctor, will tell you, you don't take supplement because supplement can cause cancer. Shock, right? And if let's say, some people, they have, what do you call, cancer. And then, last time in the hospital, your cancer, we don't allow patients to take supplement because we tell them that supplement will activate the cancer cell. You heard of people saying that?
Yes.
Yeah? Let me tell you, it is true. It is really true. Why? Because, I tell you why. And then, and also, especially in the clinical trial, I don't allow my patients to take supplement because some of the supplement, some of the vitamins, minerals, it actually counteract or react with the treatment that they are going through. So therefore, some of the doctors, you heard many, ask people to stop taking supplement. And even when you are seeing the doctor, you dare not tell the doctor that you're taking supplement, correct? I understand you, okay? Now, because, some of the supplement, especially antioxidant, right, which is beta carotene, can actually trigger the cancer cell. That is true. But let me tell you now, all right? When we look carefully on all those supplements that trigger the cancer cell, all of these supplements are synthetic. Meaning what? All these supplements that trigger the cancer cell are synthetic, isolated compound, which is industrial made. They are all made in the lab. They are all full of chemical, and therefore it triggers the cancer cell. Okay, so don't be alarmed that we say, all these antioxidants can be made from the lab. Understand? So that is why, many of the medical people don't advise supplementation because of this key reason. Okay, all right. Now, I want to tell you a very important news. You heard of ascorbic acid, vitamin C. All right. Now, 90% of the vitamin C out there in the market, you go and see all the pharmacies selling, even the doctor prescribe all this pharmacy ascorbic acid. 90% of it are synthetic, meaning that they are made of cornstarch, they are made of sulfuric acid. That's it. There's no plant ingredient there, there's no fruits, there's no vegetables. So what we are taking, the vitamin C out there, 90%, I don't know how many of you actually touch on that, right? It's made of cornstarch and sulfuric acid. It's all synthetic. But what happened in Nu Skin? Recently Nu Skin launched a vitamin C, right? VC Melt. Yeah, and that is made of what? Nu Skin is very transparent on the ingredient. You go and buy those vitamin C out there, right? They don't tell you the ingredient. They don't tell you the source of the ingredient. But Nu Skin, very transparent, where the ingredient come from. to make sure it is natural and safe. Yeah, and the VC milk is actually made of what? Sea buckthorn, which is sea berry. It comes from Tibet. Yeah, and also silly fruits. You heard of silly fruits, very, very high in vitamin C. It comes from Guizhou, all the way from China. And then there's one Acerola cherry. Right? It comes from very high in vitamin C as well. It comes from Brazil. So we are very, very clear on what are the ingredients of the vitamin C that we are taking, not synthetic. Okay, that makes a lot of difference between why, last time I don't believe because, all this rubbish, right? Chemical made, it's made by chemical, it's man-made, and it's really from the industrial. Okay, all right. And then now, so you may ask, what actually convinced me to be here today? Convinced me to take Nu Skin supplement because of this. Look, I was looking like that when I was working in the hospital as a senior clinical research nurse manager. Maybe some of you may see me last time, wearing white coat instead of this green color, all right? And then, I was seriously looking like that. And during that look, I went to the slimming center for more than a year. I took slimming pills. I go and buy myself, ask the doctor to prescribe for me. I took don't know for how many years. And then, slimming coffee, slimming tea, whatever it is. And then I also control diet. I even go very extreme. Oh man, 1 meal a day. I followed that. I did fasting, I did exercise, everything. Yet I still look like that. So with 90-day program from Nu Skin, totally take a turn for me. I was totally amazed. So that is why I'm here today. Right, sharing this piece of good news to all of you. And when you look at this slide, right, I like to read, right? I tell you, I literally read all this because I was very curious, looking at all this transformation just now, all the superstar. I was very curious, how come really or not, maybe the supplement got some secret ingredient, maybe it's toxic to the body. I still wanted to find fault with all these ingredients, you see how terrible I was, right? But I realized that, when I realized that Nu Skin published many, many research papers. And one thing that actually struck me was, during that time when I transferred for Nu Skin, that is green tea paper. Studying green tea. Nu Skin has green tea, do you know that? It's called tea green. Alright, now, it used green tea extract. So last time I studied a lot of drugs, the medicine, all this, how safe it is, how effective it is. But for the very first time I pour out, it actually struck me because I'm very, very interested because people say drink tea can slim down. Drink tea can burn fat. I mean, that's what I was interested in. But to my, it really surprised me when I see this green tea extract. It contains 97% of polyphenols, which is an active ingredient which can never find in your cup of tea. Never, because it's really, really very high dose. And most importantly, it is decaffeinated. Because all these years, I thought, burning fat is only the work of a caffeine. But I didn't know decaffeinated green tea extract, 97% polyphenols can actually help to regulate sugar level and to burn fat. Wow, that really amazed me. Then, after that, you know what? I go and pass to my boss, last time, now my ex-boss, who is a professor in hepatology, meaning liver specialist. He was reading this as well and he said, bullshit. I said, read carefully, look at the safety, look at the efficacy data in publish in PubMed, and then that totally blew his mind. He said, are you sure or not? It's unbelievable. From the mouth of my ex-boss, my professor, a liver specialist, tell me this is unbelievable data. And seriously, Nu Skin published many of these data. I cannot tell you all this data, right? But one thing for sure, Nu Skin, whatever it says of the claims, it is scientifically evidenced. Right? Can we give? Yeah, I think they deserve a big round of applause. Right, therefore, I'm standing here, right? I need to tell you all this, whatever information that I find out. Is that okay for you? Right, because I think these informations are very, very important for every single one of you. Okay? All right? And then, now, Nu Skin always say that, proven, provided by nature, proven by science. You heard of that? Now, what does that mean? Let me ask you this. Do you know what is wholemeal bread? You eat bread this morning? You choose wholemeal or white? You choose wholemeal bread or white bread?
Wholemeal.
You sure say wholemeal because everybody say wholemeal is healthy. Okay? But do you know what is wholemeal bread made of? Wholemeal? 100% wholemeal? Can I tell you frankly? Wholemeal bread is made of refined flour. And then they add in 1 tablespoon of wholemeal flour, and then they declare it's a wholemeal bread. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, so let me ask you, when you know the commercial, they say 100% natural, all natural. Do you think it's really all natural?
No.
That is very important. Very, very important. Okay, so and there's another thing, when they say, all natural, is that really all natural? Natural is good? Natural products are all good? How many of you say yes? You know natural is not good. Not all natural is good. Why? Because we have toxic plants as well, right? Some of the mushroom kill you, right? Can kill people, right? Now, in all the multivitamin, I want to make you understand this, in all this multivitamin, why is it that you got to be very, very careful? Because some of them claim natural. Now, all this multivitamin, number 1 ingredient in there is calcium carbonate. Calcium, which is the calcium, okay? So it's calcium carbonate. Now, where do they get this calcium from? Do you know? Natural calcium carbonate? Your limestone. Limestone, my friend? Rock. Stone. That is what majority of the supplement company take their calcium carbonate from. It's from the rock. And which I don't think is a good idea to put that rock in our supplement. Agree? Right? And they believe that, that calcium carbonate equivalent to, the calcium carbonate that our body needed. I don't think so. I don't think it's the same, even though it's the same molecule, assume that, it works the same, which I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? And that is why, proven by nature, provided by nature, proven by science is very, very important. Okay? And because many companies out there, supplement company out there, all right, they are drug company selling supplement. They are junk food company selling supplement. All right? And then do you think this kind of supplement, because you never go and check lah. For me, I really go and check where does this supplement come from and what are they using, So seriously look at the label. They are all chemical, they are all synthetic compounds. Okay, so provided by nature, proven by science are really, very important, and therefore Nu Skin actually are very, very transparent in all the ingredients that they make our supplement. Okay, and then and then especially those supplements that we want to take, Nu Skin ensure that it is safe, it is effective. Every single tablet, every single capsule that we put into our mouth. I give an example. All right, using this, Nu Skin uses 6S quality process to make sure all the ingredients provided by nature, proven by science. Are you interested to know? Yeah. So let me give you an illustration. Nu Skin has fish oil. No, right? It's called Marine Omega, right? Now, how does this Nu Skin make sure every single capsule of the fish oil is safe and effective for you? Okay, and through this sourcing, Nu Skin actually work very, very closely with all the expert and all those suppliers all over the world to identify what is the best fish that can provide high quality of EPA, high quality of DHA. All right, that is omega-3 fatty acid. Okay, now they source, how they source? They go and source around, and then they realize that krill oil is very, very high in antioxidant, very high in EPA, very, very good quality of EPA and DHA. The fatty acid is a very unique phospholipid in the form of phospholipid, meaning to say that this omega-3 in the form of phospholipid, when it go inside our body in the intestine tract, okay, is very acidic, right? And yet it can pass through the harsh environment of our digestive tract. That is very important. If not, whatever you eat, it will go into the toilet bowl because it doesn't absorb, it doesn't survive in our stomach, the acidic environment. Okay, another thing that why krill oil is because of the very, very high bioadaptive, meaning that how do I put it? Bioadaptive means when we eat the fish oil, and then the body absorb, right? When body absorb, and then it go into our bloodstream. Now, going to the bloodstream, where does this go to? It got to go to our brain. DHA and EPA are very, very important for the brain. Now, krill oil is the only fish oil that can pass through the brain, the blood and brain barrier. In short, we call it BBB, blood-brain barrier. And no other fish oil able to do that except krill oil. Yeah, I think this discovery itself deserves the biggest round of applause. Okay, now marine omega doesn't contain krill oil only because other oils are very, very important as well. So also add in some of the derived from the flesh of the very high quality fish, sardine, salmon, yeah, we may hear very common, mackerel, anchovy. But the key is from deep sea, right? Because the marine lipid and the marine lipid concentrations are very, very high among this, in this four kind of fishes, so that it can provide very high quality, pure omega-3 fatty acid, which is EPA and DHA. Amazing, right? Yeah. And then in the specifications process, make sure Nu Skin scientists make sure every single pill, give you the correct dose in every single pill. Okay. And then standardizations as well. All right. And then safety. This safety is very important. You go through rigorous testing on to check whether for any toxin, right? Any contaminant from the sea, and even for heavy metal, especially mercury. So meaning to say that taking the marine omega is even safer than the fish on your dinner table. Yeah, because the fish never go through, check the mercury level, check the contaminant level. Okay? Then obviously, Nu Skin also run through many, many clinical trials to prove that how effective it is, this kind of fish oil, how effective and how safe it is. Alright, through many, many publications. If you want, you really can search on that. Okay, so from the start to the finish, not only that, Nu Skin doesn't stop there. From the start to finish, Nu Skin has to make sure every single part of this data will go through every country's government regulations. Okay, alright. So did I bore you? Right? No, right? Right? Okay. Now, and looking at this, I can probably say Nu Skin is leading in anti-aging industry. It's a leader in anti-aging industry. Why? Because Nu Skin has special, exclusive access to this 30 years of data. 30 years of gene, anti-aging gene expressions research data. And then not only, this data is very, very important because not only target a gene as a whole that related to age, but targeted at a group of gene, a cluster of gene, not just single gene. I believe, nowadays, you also say that there are some other product out there. And say that, oh, my product, this product also target a gene. And, they were thinking, this can also target a gene. What's the big difference, I tell you, right? Why